country. Wow, I mean, I just got to know the business, the economics, the history, well, I should say currynomics behind BCA. That was simply amazing, mind-blowing. Okay, so now I'll be calling upon the driving force of the event, the main man who's put this show together and got all of us here. May I call upon Mr. M.A. Munim, the President. Before he comes here, I'll be saying a few words about him. Mr. Munim is socially active in his local community, playing a leading role in establishing a masjid in Hayford, and is currently serving as Secretary of the Northwest Kent Muslim Association. He's also the founder chairman of Bangla Supplementary School in Greenwich and the Greenwich Welfare Association. Currently, he's an advisor at Bangladesh Center and involved in many other organizations. So, I've got strong ties with Greenwich. And because I've been living there for many years, so I would love Mr. Munim to share his experience and his, part of how his experience is being part of this event and part of this great association. Mr. Munim, the mic is yours.
Thank you. Thank you for your lovely introduction. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. May I request you all, please take your seat and please be quiet. As always, it gives me immense pleasure to be in your company, and I welcome you here tonight to share our joys as we show our appreciation and gratitude to all our sponsors and supporters. But I want to start by paying a tribute to the BCA pioneers, the founders of this great organization, for leaving us such a wonderful platform, which is now in its 60th year. And I thank our former presidents, Mr. Bozlur Rashid MBE, Mr. Pasha Khattokhar MBE, and Mr. M.M. Kamal Yaqub for taking this platform further and for making BCA into what it is now. Thank you, Bozlubai and Pashabai Kamal Yaqub and all the BCA leaders. All our media friends and representatives, thank you for your continued support and addressing the issues that affect our much loved industry, the very industry that almost every British Bangladeshi family is directly or indirectly connected. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of our sponsors. Firstly, Pillar Box, our sponsor for tonight's event. Thank you, Steve Langgreen, Andrew Morgan, and Tony Towards. Thank you for your kind support. We truly appreciate it, and we'll definitely work together for the benefit of both parties. My heartfelt thanks also goes to Samson Suhel of Cobra Beer, Damon Sobrik of Kingfisher, David and John of Square Miles Insurance, Sanjay Anand FB of Madhur's, M.A. Munim Salik of Chef Online, Indra of Kansara, Super Polo, Gandhi Oriental Food, Gyro Food, Loloids, Breakfast Club, Petef, Shapla City Limited, Aroma Ice Cream, and last but not least, our Bulbul Islam and Farjana Nila of Radhuni Spice. Without your moral and financial support, it could not be possible for us to carry on with all the different kinds of activities and events that we do throughout the year for the benefit of our industry. Thank you once again We are truly indebted and anticipate our relationship growing stronger at all levels. Finally, I must thank all the advertisers for participating in our yearly magazine. Thank you, and please continue with your support. One last thing. It would be an injustice not to express my gratitude and joy in seeing our beautiful BCA ladies present here tonight. I truly appreciate you are taking time from your busy schedule to join us. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Munim, for the very inspirational speech.
Okay, I have the Bangladesh Caterers Association's president here. We believe that you aim to take this organization to new heights. Can you elaborate what this new height is?
This industry was started from 300 restaurants, and now is it 15,000 restaurants in this country. And we are trying to involve all of the restaurants under BCA's umbrella. If we have 10 to 12 restaurant owners are in one umbrella, our voice will be too high. We can achieve whatever we want to achieve. This industry needs to be united, all of the caterers, and when we be united, we are lobbying with the government, and we can tell them, look, we are all 15,000 restaurant owners are united. We are paying in the government treasury £4.5 billion, and we are employed 150,000 people in this country, directly, indirectly. So we need, our industry need to be survived. We need your help, and we are lobbying with the government. We met MAC a few days ago for the staff shortage, and hopefully something coming, and we are going to meet again. We are asked for another appointment for the, how we can bring the staff to solve this staff crisis.
How do you think this evening is going?
This evening fantastic. You know, the sponsor is the lifeline of our industry. Sponsors are sponsoring us, and we are using their product. So it's vice versa, both party is win-win situation. So sponsors, at least we need to give them an appreciation that you are thank you. What you are sponsoring us, what you are giving us, what you are supporting us. Without you, our industry will not survive. So it is going fantastic with it. It's very
so working in partnership works, and it's great teamwork in team partnership. Thank you very much.
Partnership, and both parties will be benefited out of it.
Thank you very much.
The Secretary General, Meetu Chaudhary. Meetu Chaudhary.
Thank you for your lovely introduction.
My pleasure.
Mr. President, former presidents, Secretary General, former honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. A warm welcome to all our sponsors, as well as those of you who are considering sponsorship. It's a great pleasure for me to see you all here this evening, as over the years, we have become good friends as well as business associates. Sponsorship is a two-way street, and I'm proud that the BCA represents a strong foundation on which our colleagues can increase their business opportunities, whilst at the same time helping us to promote our organization. As I look around tonight, I see many of you have been with us for a long time, and that itself proves how successful our relationship have been. Over the years, I've had a close links with the organization of the Restaurant of the Year, the Chef of the Year events, as well as our annual awards dinner. And I know that without your help, and support, these events would not have been possible, let alone be as successful as they actually were. So, my personal thanks to you all for your help and support, and I look forward to many more years of working successfully with you. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Liku Chaudhary. We also look forward to working with you, and I'd like to say without your support, this wouldn't have been possible.
Okay, I have with me the ex-president of BCA. Let's find out what he thinks, how tonight's event has gone so far, and anything else he can elaborate on. Good evening. Please tell us, how is this evening going so far?
Evening is great. The leaders, present leader from BCA, they are doing the right things, because this industry, this kind of organization like Bangladesh Catering Association cannot be run without the sponsors. Sponsors are lifeline, and they are with us for a few decades, and we are with them. We work together, good and bad time, work shoulder to shoulder, and I'm very glad to see them here tonight, and I'm very grateful to the BCA leaders that they are doing their job to recognize the sponsor, and I think it's a great event.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so the next person we have is the Chief Treasurer, and his name is Bipul. I've been in touch with him as well, and today I'll be having him next to me say a few words about himself and his experience in the catering industry. And he's a renowned businessman and has been actively involved in this industry for over 30 years. He's also involved in other organizations and a keen servant to the needy. Mr. Bipul and his family have sought to contribute towards the development of his homeland and help to establish various institutions back home and support social welfare institutions, providing various forms of assistance to the poor and needy in Bangladesh. I mean, that's some great social work going on, Mr. Bipul, and we would love to hear from you. So can we please have you here? Mike is all yours.
Thank you, Proma. With the greatest respect, I would like to convey my gratitude to our forefather who established the great British catering industry as well as Bangladesh Catering Association with their hard work and dedication. Distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, sponsors, and the media friends, good evening and Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much for coming tonight to show your appreciation to our sponsors. I can see so many of you travel from various parts of the country, some of you from Manchester, Portsmouth, all the way from Norwich, Surrey, Norwich, I did mention Norwich, of course from London and the Essex, and some of you in the corner from Oxford. Thank you all very much again. As you all know that, BCA is the organization, not only that, we call it as a family, and tonight is the fruit. And we do prove on many other occasions. Sponsor is the main strength. As you know, we do organize events like, we do a workshop, we organize training facilities, we do seminar. There's a huge financial requirement to do all this. Without sponsor support, it would be impossible to make it happen. So thank you all the sponsors, and what we do in return, we promote your business, we promote your product among our members and others. Dear NSC leaders, regional leaders, and my media friends, please do support our sponsors in any way you can. I'm truly happy with all our sponsors for your generous support towards BCA, towards our industry. And I'm grateful to work with you all and looking forward to work with you many more years to come. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Allah Hafiz.
Okay, we have Pillar Box here with us. It's a financial services. They're one of the main supporters here today. Let's hear a little bit about, why they're here, how they'll contribute, and how it's benefiting them too. Okay, hello there. What's your name? And tell us a bit about this Pillar Box Financial Services.
Yeah, my name's Steph Lundgren. I'm the Managing Director of Pillar Box Financial Services, which is a company based with 3 offices. We're based in Staffordshire. We have 2 offices in Staffordshire, and we also have another office in Westminster in London. And we're the main sponsors for this appreciation dinner event for the Bangladeshi Caterers Association. And basically our company is here to provide a range of financial services to business owners, in the main restaurateurs of course, for any development that they may wish to do, any lending, any borrowing that they want, then we're here to provide those services for them.
Oh, excellent.
We've got a few more eminent people, and that is the ex-president, Mr. M.M. Kamal Yaqub. Can we please have you here?
Mr. President, my BCA colleagues, all guests, sponsors, or advertisers, or media friends, Assalamu alaikum. I haven't been very well recently, so I won't be long at all. We all know tonight is the night to show our appreciation towards our sponsors and, of course, other supporters. Our sponsors are an integral part of BCA. BCA, they not only help us, the sponsors not only help us morally, financially, and physically. They're always there by our side, because without their help we won't be able to do the events or seminars or whatever we do throughout the year at all. So thank you very much. This is our humble way of showing our appreciation towards you. Many of you have been with us for a very long time indeed. And we consider you as our family members. And of course, some have been for shorter times, and we also hope that they will be with us for many more years to come. Now, I want to end by saying I'll be hoping that this relationship goes on from strength to strength, and we'll be there to show our appreciation all the time. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Ex-President. We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much for your contribution and hard work over all these years.
I have here with me the Business Development Director from Pillar Box. It's a financial services, and he will tell us a little bit about how they're supporting this Bangladesh Caterers Association today's event, and how it will benefit for both of them. Andy, hello.
Hello.
Hope you're having a good time so
indeed,
far.
yes.
Tell us about how Pillar Box is supporting today's event.
Right, well, we're happy to be associated with the Bangladeshi community, and we're offering our full support with Safe, who's introduced us to the restaurant society and everything else. And yeah, we want to be part of what's obviously a growing sort of community, business, entrepreneurship, and you know, the way they deal with us is full integrity, fair dealing, and they're honest. And Safe's the secretary, so with Ali, so we're obviously glad to be associated with them and grow with them as they go on their journey, you know. So excellent, yeah.
Well, it sounds like there'll be developments happening, working together with BCA in partnership, and we can see further improvements.
Absolutely,
coming up.
For sure, yeah. Obviously, it's early days, and you know, it's a partnership that's just come together at the start of this year. We're happy to move in whatever direction the association wants to move in, at the speed engagement, everything. So, you know, we're happy just to be involved, and hopefully it's beneficial to all the community and to us.
Brilliant.
You know.
How does it feel to have a supporting agency like this?
We are very happy. I met Andy and the staff and other director, and we start talking in the Hilton in the Park Lane, and then they're coming forward to help us, British Bangladeshi Caterers Association, BCA. I think we are very exciting. They are the sponsor for tonight's event, and this is the sponsorship appreciation dinner. Every year we do, and this year again. We're looking forward to continue support from the pillar box. I think at the moment, as you know, that High Street Bank are not helping or supporting small business. Right. So we found alternative, the pillar box. They're coming with the full support to our small business. They all kind of financial you need. They're happy to help for Bangladesh Caterers Association, all members and Bangladesh community.
Okay, now can we have the former president, Mr. Pasha Kandakar, MBE.
Assalamu alaikum, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to giving me the opportunity to see you all faces again. All lovely faces, known faces. I'm dying to see you for a long time, to be honest. Didn't get a chance to see you very often nowadays. First of all, I thank BCA President, Secretary, Treasurer, and the NSC to give me opportunity to stand here and arrange this event. Today's event, BCA sponsors appreciation dinner. Showing our appreciation to the sponsor, we only not doing and showing our appreciations, we are working together with our sponsor for more than decades, more than few decades. Sponsor our lifeline, we work together, stand shoulder to shoulder, good or bad time. Why I'm saying good or bad time? During my 10 years leadership in BCA, we had a tremendous good time and very bad time as well. I remember the day we need over £100,000 for a legal cost, and I haven't had any money in the account. Within 3 days, I don't want to mention the sponsor's name, but I love to do it. 2 sponsors secured us £80,000. And it was a debt was like this. They sit on a table, ask me, how much do you want? And that is our sponsors. And I see them for more than few decades with us. We are so grateful to you. We are so grateful for your support to this industry. We are so grateful to support for this British Bangladeshi community. The British Bangladeshi community has got one beautiful pride, it's the British car industry. And that car industry having a very bad challenge. And you, the guys who is supporting us to face the challenge, we are so grateful to you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pasha.
All right, we have 2 representatives from Kingfisher here who have been dedicated, loyal supporters and sponsors to date. Let's find out of how they're here to support this event today. Good afternoon, gentlemen, or good evening, I should say. Yes, so if I could ask yourself, how are we supporting BCA today?
Okay, so we've been invited to the thank you dinner this evening, kindly represented by the BCA. We, as Kingfisher Beer, have been founding partners and sponsors of the association since its conception, and we're very proud and delighted to be invited tonight for what I understand is an appreciation dinner. So yeah, we're very grateful for that.
Right, brilliant. And if you could tell us maybe what kind of contribution you have played as part of supporting the BCA.
So what we do is we work with individual restaurateurs and owners of the BCA, members of the BCA, or on a more direct individual basis as well.
Right.
So it's not just the events that we sponsor, we also work closely in hand with the restaurants.
Excellent. And just one more, how do you see developments that you may participate in, with the improvements of the BCA, that you may take part as well?
Yeah, well, we've tried to support all of the events and activities that the BCA participates in. We recognise it's an extremely valuable association to support the community and the restaurants across the UK. So Kingfisher is a brand that's clearly very interested in the success of the channel, and we're very conscious of all the challenges that they have right now. And for me and my team, it's very important that we support the restaurants day to day with advice, support, tips, and investment where we can to help sustain the whole of the curry sector moving forward.
Thank you very much.
Now, can we have another former president? And okay, before that, I must say I was totally touched and moved by your highly motivational story. Thank you so much. I could feel it. Okay, now, calling the former president, Mr. Bajlur Rashid, MBE.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. President of BCA, Secretary General, Chief Treasurer, National Executive Council, sponsors, supporters, medias, and our guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Firstly, I like to thank BCA for organizing appreciation dinner for all our sponsors and supporters. This is amazing. Our BCA team is doing an amazing job, and as a former president, and we are very, very happy and congratulate you. Pasha Bhai mentioned that our time, when I was president and Pasha Bhai was Secretary General, we had a very difficult time, and same time, there's a lot of sponsors they are sponsoring now. They started sponsoring from those days, and they're still with BCA. So actually, the BCA's partnership working very well. And I like to congratulate all our sponsors because you are working with BCA and the community. And same time, we like to help you because this is not a one-way traffic. You help us, and we like to help you, and we are helping you, and we'll help you more. We'll make sure that whatever the sponsorship you are doing, you get proper benefit in the future as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the time for all the sponsors to speak tonight, see what are they saying, because we like to hear them, and accordingly we like to work together for future partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Former President, Mr. Bajlur Rashid, MBE.
So we have here Mr. Bajlur Rashid, who will tell us something that the public would like to know. Just briefly, if you could tell us why you think the curry industry is suffering at this moment.
Well, curry industry is suffering. Its only reason is the skilled staff shortage, which is not now, is shortage from last 15-20 years.
Right.
Because we are always campaigning, we are doing lobbying from the association, and we did manage to get some skilled people from South Asia.
Yeah. So you're saying you do campaigning. What kind of campaigning have you done?
We done so much because when I was the president of BCA, 2008, actually we managed to do a historical Great Trafalgar Square demonstration.
Okay.
Probably you heard of it.
Yes.
It was 40,000 people who were attended to protest when the point-based system introduced by the Labour government.
Right.
I know now they are talking about point-based system, the Australian point-based system. But point-based system actually originally introduced by Labour government.
Sure.
And that's where affected us to bring more stuff from South Asia.
What about the curry industry itself? Have they spent anything on any campaigns apart from the demonstrations that have been taking place?
No, not just demonstration. Demonstration was there, lobbying with the 200 MPs, working with the MPs, working with the ministers. All our members actually work with locally throughout the UK to put forward their problem to their representative to the parliament and to help us to save this great curry industry.
And what we are seeing, we see all these lavish events that take place. What benefits are we getting from that?
Okay, lavish event we actually started from originally from BCA. Why? Because they attract the mainstream. They don't know us. And only way to showcase ourselves, what we are doing, what is the benefit we do, what is our contribution to the mainstream, get all the mainstream in under one roof, and that is the benefit.
I understand that, but we see a lot of Bangladeshi people here. We don't see many. How do you think we can go forward to put ourselves onto the mainstream? You know, what kind of...
We are in mainstream now. We are in mainstream now. We are in BBC, we are in ITV, we are in Sky News, whereas all this time before, we are only limited, we are in Bengali medias. Now we are international medias. Because of doing all this lavish function and lobbying to the proper government, and we have proper lobbyists and everything, that's why we are in mainstream now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I'd like to call upon a very gorgeous and successful woman sitting right there, no prizes for guessing, is the CEO of NTV Europe, Sabrina Hussain.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. I feel so powerful and confident when I'm here with my BCA family. It makes me feel that I have been part of this family for a decade. Don't guess my age. Yeah, kinda. BCA represents Bangladesh. BCA represents Britain. To those two nations' highest level of good work. I am proud to be a British Bangladeshi, and every single member of the BCA family are as well. For their success, I give the credit to all the wonderful leaders that I can see in front of me. On table number I cannot see for the Secretary General. Table number 3. Those leaders are not just leading the organization, they're leading this British Bangladeshi community. People like me have learned a lot from the leaders of BCA. It is no longer just an organization anymore. Like the treasurer, the chief treasurer said, they train, so it has become an institute. Hats off to every member of British Caterers Association. I try and attend all their events, and I'm absolutely amazed and absolutely proud to be associating with this prestigious organization. Sponsors, trust me, you will never, ever be disappointed. Keep on supporting them. NTV will always support every good cause that they have in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sabrina, and we're also very proud to have you as part of this association.
Okay, we have Simon here, who's here to support BCA, and let's just hear and find out what he has to say and what his contribution may be tonight. Hello, Simon. I hope you're having a good evening so far. Tell us how you will be supporting BCA tonight.
Well, I'm part of the British Takeaway campaign, which represents all the different cuisines, all the different takeaways across the country, and the BCA is such an important member for us. The Bangladeshi community do so much work to promote high value, great value tasting food across so many communities across the country, and they've been really great helping with Italian restaurants, other Indian restaurants, with fish and chip shops, pizza parlours, really trying to promote and support the role of the takeaway industry in the UK.
Sure. How did you find out about the Bangladeshi Caterers Association?
How can you not find out about them? They're everywhere. Safe does great job. They've got a great profile and a great network across the whole of the country, so they're very well known.
Very hard to miss, hey?
Very hard to miss.
So your support obviously is going to be loyal, and you will take part in helping with any further developments and
definitely, and whatever we can do to support the industry, support the great people who are driving such many great little small businesses across the country. The entrepreneurship is fantastic within the Bangladeshi community, and what we're trying to do with the British Takeaway campaign is show how all these different restaurant owners are really driving not just great tasting food, but little great thriving businesses across communities across the land.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
We have S.M. Jakaria Haq, the Commercial Councillor, Bangladesh High Commission. Can we have you here?
Honorable President, Bangladesh Caterer Association, Secretary General Mitu Chaudhary, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening. I never miss an opportunity to join any event organized by BCA because it's a great opportunity for meeting friends and making new friends. So thank you very much, BCA, for inviting, and I think it's a great initiative by BCA that today they are going to recognize sponsors and supporters who are with them for years and supporting them to continue with the huge tasks given upon them by the Kari community. And I think this recognition will inspire them to continue their partnership and also encourage others to join in partnership with BCA. So as it's a celebration night, or dinner, so I will not go to the other domain, the domain of Kari problems or challenges. Just I want to say that we are now in the post-Brexit era, and you have seen the new immigration statement. So I believe that this is time for BCA to redefine their role to meet the new opportunities and to cope up with the challenges. So I believe the new committee is prepared for that, and High Commission was always with BCA early in previous days, and will continue to be in partnership with BCA in the coming days. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jakaria Haq, and we also hope that you stay and remain in partnership with BCA.
Okay, I've got Ellen here from Head of External Affairs, Just Eat, one of the major supporters, and here today to attend this Sponsors Appreciation Certificates. Let's hear how they will be supporting today. Ellen, good evening.
Good evening.
Please tell us how your support is with BCA.
The Bangladeshi Caterers Association is such a fantastic organisation and really, really important to give the voice to the community. We work very closely with them, and we founded the British Takeaway campaign, and they were one of the founding members of that, and that's designed to give the whole takeaway sector a voice and to speak to government and to communities to let them know what an important contribution the whole sector makes. The Bangladeshi community is a really important part of that, very important for the UK.
Yeah, and how do you see yourself, maybe from Just Eat, helping with developments and improvements, maybe, and participating with that improvement with BCA?
What's really important for us is to make sure that we're able to give the sector a voice. The Bangladeshi Caterers Association are a really important partner for that, to ensure that the sector can get the support it needs from government and from the community, whether that's access to skills, looking at business rates, looking at all of the other issues that are important to the sector. But it's a very, very valuable sector which packs a massive economic punch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to call upon Ivan Vizur, and he's going to hold a presentation by for tonight's main sponsor, which is none other than the Pillar Box. Ivan, can we have you here, please? Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. What a fantastic evening. I'm a Manchester City fan, so I'm not used to this big a crowd. So I know that's a bad start. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure to be here to talk to you tonight. And on behalf of Pillarbox Financial Services, it's an absolute honour and a privilege to be presenting to you on this very distinguished and prestigious night for you guys. So thank you very much for allowing us to come tonight. I'm just going to see if my pointer works. Yes, it does. My name's Ivan Weiser, or Ivan, either way. I work in the specialist side of Pillarbox. And tonight we were lucky to have our managing director. I didn't actually realise when I was putting this together, we've also got the chairman, Tony Trowers over there, and also Andy Morgan, who is our senior BDM. So the Pillarbox guys on the table, number one. Very, very friendly guys. Please have a chat to them later, guys. They're here to talk to you all. We've got the big guy there, is Steph, and he's... So yes, stand up, guys. That's Steph, the managing director. He also doubles up as a doorman in case any of you guys get out of hand later. So that's where we're at, okay. Okay, guys, so I'm going to whip through the presentation. It's probably going to whip through a bit quicker than what I anticipated. But all I want to do tonight, we just want to wet the lips about what Pillarbox can bring to you guys. And then hopefully it will lead you guys to interact with us more as time goes on. We've already done some fantastic business with you guys, and we hope it continues. So we are specialist finance brokers. What makes us specialists is that we do mortgages on the high street, we do finance on the high street, the banks and the mainstream lenders, but we also do the more specialist stuff, which you'll get a bit more weight on in just a second. We've been around for over 20 years in the property finance game. There's a few of us old guys now in the industry, but all of our experience comes together and hopefully is a benefit to you guys. We've got 3 offices. Our main one is in Westminster, because we've got a lot of London contacts and a lot of South East contacts, but we've also got 2 up in the West Midlands around Stoke. This is what we do. We're very multi-layered. As your restaurateurs, I'll take an analogy of an onion. So we're very multi-layered in what we do. And also, as with an onion, you need the big bits on the outside as well as the little bits in the middle. So whether you're a one-man person looking for one bit of finance, or you need multiple amounts of finance, then we're here for you guys. We do residential mortgages, we do second charge or secured loans, which I'll explain if you're not quite sure what that is in just a second. We do a lot of bridging finance, which any of you guys that have tried it, who have actually wanted to update your restaurants, purchase properties, convert them into restaurants, then you may well have used bridging finance, as with commercial mortgages and development finance. And we also do a lot of investment properties. So we do buy-to-let, i.e. buy a property to rent it out. And we do HMOs, which is where you buy a property, maybe 10 rooms, and you want to rent it out to students. That would be a house of multiple occupancy. And also we do portfolio lending. So whether you've got 3 properties or 300 properties, we can either find finance for you or refinance for you. We also do business startups. So I'm just talking to you really about the property stuff tonight, but we also do business startups. So for any of you guys that have been a limited company for less than 2 years, we've got a government-backed scheme where we can get up to 25,000 for you. That may well be worth having a chat to us if you're in that that area. This year, guys, really for us, this is our year so far. We have had a fantastic start to the year in the property game. I won't go through it all, but there's a couple of things there. House prices have gone up 4.1% in January 20 for 2019. Normally, that's around 2.3, 2.5%. So the jump we've had this year in the housing industry is absolutely fantastic. Properties for sale saw a 19% jump in January as well. The market's starting to move. So forget our political preferences, but the market likes stability. And now we've got a government in for 5 years, potentially 10 years. That investors creates confidence in them. And once you guys start investing, the consumer gets confident. So we've got a really, really good year ahead. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the specialist complex side of things, what we actually come across. So obviously you can go into a bank and get your mortgage, and if the bank says yes, but it's when the banks say no that we probably fit even more. Whether that's residential or whether that's commercial as well, if the bank's saying no to you, then please do give us a shout, because we've got many, many specialist lenders around that we could actually help you out with. The incomes and employment there, that's probably one of the biggest areas we've come across nowadays, because as you probably know, we have to deal with so many different types of employment and income sources. So maybe it's directors and the different way they do their dividends. Maybe it's somebody on a contractor, a 0 hours contractor, part-timers, all sorts of things. Even shift work. My own wife's a nurse in a hospital in Cheltenham where I live. And she gets, she does a few days for the NHS. She may then do some agency work and she may do some bank shifts. I like to keep her busy. It enables me to work less. But that's 3 different types of income that we have to take into account when we're finding a mortgage. And I'm sure you guys have come across various different types of income that you have to use to enable you to get finance. So that's areas where the banks say no, our lenders we can certainly find. Credit history, it's time immemorial. There's very little we will lose based on credit history. So regardless, we use a lot of non-scoring lenders, so they don't actually do a credit score. So even if you've got a little bit of adverse, a lot of adverse, give us a shout. We can still help you out. We've got many areas we can help you out. Age, lending into retirement now is a big thing. You used to be able to get a mortgage up to age 65. Now we can get them to 70 and 80 and onwards. So that's also another area of specialists that we deal in. Life events, births, divorces, deaths, unfortunately, they create a specialist need for finance. And property investors, I'm sure there are a few of you here tonight. Property investors, the buy-to-let stuff as I mentioned earlier, but also again, whether you're buying commercial properties for a restaurant business, etc., then we've got many specialist lenders who deal with that. I'm going to slip past that one. I'm going to go through a few of things, what they actually mean. Secured loan, second charge is a secured loan. So if you've got a commercial mortgage or residential mortgage and you need to raise finance, but your existing lender won't allow you to put any more finance on with them, then we have a panel of lenders you can come to where we can actually raise extra finance for you. That's what a secured loan second charges. Bridging finance. I'm sure you've used bridging finance in the past, guys. There's many reasons. I will use that as a backdrop. I'm not going to even look at it. But the bridging finance in itself is short-term funding. It may be just to enable you to buy a property which a lender won't lend on because it hasn't got a kitchen or it's not habitable. You can use bridging finance to buy the property, make it habitable. It's a short-term loan, and at the end of that loan, we would then put a normal mortgage on it, or you'd sell the property and repay the bridging loan. So that's the sort of thing we do with bridging. There's many areas of bridging we can actually use. Commercial mortgage is the same. You can go to banks. You go to Barclays, NatWest. We will always try and go to the banks for you. But the reality is the banks will lend you up to about 55–60%. Whereas if you need more than 55–60%, then on a standard mortgage we can get 75%. If everything else fits, we can get up to 80% on commercial mortgages. And finally, development finance. So development is some bigger things where you're purchasing big buildings. It could be complexes, it could be multi-story buildings, it could be land that you want to develop. But if you come across it, give us a shout again. The high street will lend you an amount. We'll always be able to lend you a bit more. But it's not just the amount we'll lend you, it's those specialist areas we talked about earlier. The incomes, the ages, the property types. Then we'll be able to help you out a bit more on that. And that pretty much is it, guys, really, for me. We are really hoping that tonight we're here to just wet your lips, but Pillar Box, really what we want to do tonight, we want this to be the start of a really good, trusted and long relationship. We've got expertise in many areas, and we really hope that come out and chat with us, take a card, and thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the night, and hopefully we'll see you all very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much again. Well, those are some really useful information right there, and some great deals. I'm sure you guys will check it out. I mean, if I'm about to invest in a property, my next property, or a restaurant, any kind of business, I'm definitely getting in touch with you guys. Thank you.
Okay, I've got here with me the representative from the Bangladesh High Commission. Good evening. Please introduce yourself and tell me, how are you here to support this evening?
Thank you very much. This is SM Zakaria Haq. I work as Commercial Counsellor, Bangladesh High Commission, London. And it's a great opportunity to come attend this event. And as I understand that today, BCA is going to recognize people, sponsors, supporters who are actually behind the scene working to support BCA, which is one of the oldest organization in the UK, and their taking care of more than 12,000 curry industries, and these industries are contributing largely to the UK economy. So I think it's a good attempt to recognize sponsors. I believe that it will encourage them to be part in the future in BCA activities.
So now, what we have. So we are going to call a very reputable person right now. That is Aftab Bhatti, Regional Director of Cobra. And along with him, we've got Mr. Jamaluddin Mokaddos, Senior Vice President, and Mr. Enamul Haq Chaudhry, Senior Vice President from BCA. Can we have three of you here with us, please?
This is the first stop on my world tour. I actually have a giant truck full of Cobra beer out there, and I want to prove that it goes with all foods. How you doing, big girl? Good. I'm talking to the truck. I'd never call you big girl. you.
It's smooth like a nail and refreshing like a lager.
Do you want to say a few words, please?
Cobra, brewed smooth for all food.
Good evening, everyone.
Follow the journey.
My colleague and aligned manager Samson, he's not here at the moment. He will hopefully join all of you later on today. Just want to say thank you on behalf of Cobra Beer, Samson and everyone. We really appreciate all the support we have received over the passage of more than 20 years from all the Bangladeshi restaurant people. Wherever Cobra is today, it is mainly because of Bangladeshi restaurants, and we really appreciate this support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bhatti. It's a pleasure to have your beverage in all the restaurants.
We have the Senior Vice President of this BCA. Let's hear what he has to say. Please kindly say a few words.
Yeah, thank you very much. আজকে আসলে আমাদের স্পন্সর যারা আমাদেরকে সবসময় স্পন্সর করে আসে BCA কে, ওদেরকে আমরা ওদের সাথে মত বিনিময় করার জন্য ওরা এভরি ইয়ার আমাদেরকে ওরা স্পন্সর করে আজ থেকে 30 বছর যাবত কোনো স্পন্সর আছে 30 বছর যাবত কন্টিনিউ স্পন্সরিং করে যাচ্ছে। আমি ওদেরকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই এবং স্পন্সর ওরা টাকাই আমরা BCA এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে এবং ভবিষ্যতে আমরা আরো এগিয়ে যাব। Thank you.
Can we have Mr. Sean Good, Sales Director of Kingfisher, along with Mr. Shah Malik Azad, Senior Vice President, and also Mr. Muzahid Ali Chaudhry. Hello, and very nice to meet you. That music was quite peppy. I was actually just rocking along with it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for inviting me and my team along from Kingfisher this evening. I've been with Kingfisher Beer for 3.5 years now, and I think it's only when I come along to events such as this, I continue to be reminded of what an amazing job that the BCA has done over the years. To be sat here and to talk about 40 years of existence, 12,000 members, just shows that the strength in what you do is your togetherness. And something that's been translated through to me in the 3 years that I've been with the organisation is that we will be standing shoulder to shoulder with you folks and everything that you're looking to achieve within the industry. I think we all recognise the challenges that we have ahead of us. However, our success is our willingness to work together, and we are very grateful for everything that you provide for us. So thank you.
Thank you, Sean Good, and we're also very grateful to have you part of this team.
Okay, I've got Saiful Alam here, who is the organizer for the Bangladesh Catering Association. Just wanted to say a few supporting words about how Just Eat are supporting them.
Thank you. We are looking for working with the Just Eat. As we know, the Just Eat has always been supporting our community, and they are very strongly supporting British Takeaway campaign. We are looking forward to working with them. We appreciate their support, and we are in future we are looking forward to working with the Justice.
Excellent. All right. Thank
Can we have L.A. Munim Salik from Chef Online, Mr. Oli Khan, Senior Vice President, and Mr. Abdul Sulman, Senior Vice President, to hand in the certificate, please.
Chef Online, Smart Restaurant Solutions. National platform for restaurants' online ordering system. We also offer an interactive bespoke website for businesses. Chef Online, restaurant PR and marketing. Grow your customer base. Increase your brand visibility. Chef Online EPOS. Fully functional, integrated, easy to use. ChefOnline.com.
I have with me Mr. Tipu Farhad Hussain Tipu, known as Tipu, for the Bangladesh Caterers Association, the Press and Publications Management. What have you got to say about this evening's event?
Okay, this evening, tonight, it's all about appreciation dinner, and which we organized once a year to appreciate our sponsor, to appreciate our media partners, to appreciate all the partners, institute partners, and it's all about just thank you giving. Basically, it's just say thank you to you all, because you have been so much supportive over the last 1 year, and especially media. They are helping us strength to strength, and they are covering every single of our news. So tonight is just to say thank you to them. And also, as you know, sponsor is our lifeline for the organization, because without sponsor, we cannot go far. So we just want to say thank you to them. So it's all about thank you, thank you, thank you.
That is very nicely put. Just one more thing. What has been different this year with the press and publications, since you're the expert in that field, and what has been different in the sponsors that you've had?
Okay, so the sponsor, we have a lot of sponsors. They are helping us, they are sponsoring us every year, but we do have some new sponsor. So especially I want to say we got one new sponsor, the Grand Polo chicken, and they have given me a chicken, the box of chicken, 10 kilos. So I tasted. It's really nice. So they are in our board today. So that's a different. And also we invited this year prospective sponsor and all the remaining sponsors. So that's the difference between, because the prospective sponsor, they have seen how we work, how we deal. So they are very interested to sponsor our organization.
Thank you very much.
Once again, I would like to thank all the sponsors for being part of this event. Now, may I call upon Dinesh Modi from Gandhi Oriental Limited, and to hand over the certificate, we have got Mr. Kamru Zaman Jewel, SVP, and Mr. Farhad Hussain Tipu, Press and Publication Secretary. Mr. Kamru Zaman Jewel and Mr. Farhad Hussain, please.
Reputable, family-owned wholesaler and retailer, supplying the catering industry with great quality products for over 50 years. Our service is second to none. We cover a 125 and
Can we have you with us?
For wholesale retail, please contact Dinesh Modi, 07956 287 406. We have branches in Barking and Mile End, London. Phone 020 8593 2286. Gandhi Oriental Foods Limited.
Nitu Chaudhary, who's coming in on behalf of Super Polo, but initially when I introduced him, I got carried away with my personal introduction, so I would like to reintroduce him again. And okay, so let me tell you a few words about him. Neetu Chaudhary was born and brought up in Sylhet. He went to the local school and then studied science at the MC College and finally read politics, history and sociology at MC College. He studied BTech Business and Finance at Midcombe College in Maidstone. He also studied for an honours degree at politics at Christ Church University in Canterbury. That's a whole lot of qualification right there. The list is endless. We are so honoured to have you once again and be part of this BCA. And along with him, can we have Mr. Syed Hassan as VP of BCA and Mr. Abdul Khalid Chaudhary as VP as well? To hand over the certificate, please. You are a man of qualities.
Try my best.
Nice to see you too.
Would you like to say a few words again? Okay, I think you've said enough, all right? Okay, thank you, Neetu Chaudhary, Syed Hassan, and Abdul Khalik once again. Now, from Kansas, can we have Mr. Indira Kansara and Mr. Mujibur Rahman Jinu, Deputy Secretary General, and Mr. Naz Islam, Marketing Secretary, amongst us, please.
At the end of a delicious three-course Indian meal, your customers should be treated to the highest quality chocolate. What better way to show them than the After Curry Mint? No other company in the UK produces a product specifically for the Indian restaurant industry, and it's exclusively available to order from us, the After Curry Mint team. We provide next-day delivery nationwide, so you'll never have to worry about running out of chocolates. With hazelnut and orange flavours also available, treat your customers to a chocolate that will leave a very big smile on their face.
Would you like to say a few words, please?
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Indra Kansara. I'm sure most of you know me as Indra Kansara. And my company, we are very honored to have a relationship, a partnership, affection for the BCA. We've been involved with the BCA for quite a few number of years, and personally I feel the BCA is an organization which is keeping together an association of restaurants across the UK. I think it's very, very important that the BCA represents the Bangladeshi and the Indian restaurant community in the UK, and I think that they've been doing a fantastic job. We've been supporting, and we've had lots of support from the BCA. Thank you very much.
Thank you. From Gaia Food, can we have Mr. Iftikhar Saura and Mr. Nayaz Sanmar on behalf of Lord Ranger?
Gyro Food Limited is a family-run business established in 1969. We are pioneers in the Indian food service sector and trusted catering and wholesale suppliers in the UK. Our food products are imported from all over the world. We are committed to customer service, delivering nationwide and with competitive pricing. We offer a wide range of products from frozen goods, chilled products, fresh produce, rice, flours, oil, herbs and spices, packaging, soft drinks, and cleaning supplies. As well as stocking all major brands, we also offer an extensive range of own label. Welcome House, Glover Street, Birmingham, B94EP. For more info, please visit www.gyrofood.com or call 0121 773 5811.
Thank you. Apologies because I pronounced it as gyro. Well, I know it's gyro, and I know where to do my shopping next. Okay, so now can we have Ms. Jane David Royston, Square Mile Insurance, and Wahid Rahman, please. And also Mr. Faisal Haq, Senior Vice President.
Square Mile Insurance have been supporting the BCA now for many years, and we will continue to support this fantastic gala event. We congratulate all of the winners this evening. Well done to all of you from Square Mile Insurance.
Of course, no, I'd not forget. I mean, you know, I just got carried away. So many important people ready. So, would you want to say something?
Just a few words. Assalamu alaikum, or Balarasani. It's always a pleasure to be here with the BCA. We've been supporting you for as long as I can remember. Good 10 years now, back to Bajlaw's days and Pasha Bay. Yaqub, everyone, thank you very much. Now, Mr. Munim got a chance to give us some stick. But with what Bajla said earlier on, it is a two-way street. So please, please don't forget to use the sponsors. We all need the continued efforts and everything else from you members, BCA members, all the time. So Pillar Box over there showed you some of the things that you do. Lots of you guys, I know you're into the properties, you're into developments. They've got the finances. All of that does need the insurance. So don't forget. Thank you very much. Square Mile.
Thank you, David and Jane. We'll definitely not forget. Now, on behalf of Lolo Eid, can we have Nika Beljiwal? I hope I'm getting the pronunciation right. And she's the director. And also Mr. Masood Ahmed, SVP. And Mr. Oscar, please. Hello, Nita. Very lovely to have you here. Would you want to say a few words? While it runs, maybe you're going to have a background music while you say.
Okay, thank you. I'm alive! And I see things mighty clear today. I'm alive! I'm breathing clean fresh air today. I'm alive. Yes, I am. And I'm real. I can taste and touch and see and feel. I'm alive. I'm alive. And I'm doing my thing and singing my song. I'm alive, y'all. Yeah.
Well, that was an awesome promo. Okay, would you want to say a few words, please?
Thank you. Guys, I just want to thank the BCA today. I'm the CEO of IDL. We are rebranding Lolo. We are launching in the next couple of weeks, so please support us like we want to support you going forward. But thank you always for being here for us.
Thank you so much, Nita. Thank you.
Zahidul Haq from Radhani.
Okay, now can we have Mr. Zahidul Haq from Radhani and Oscar from Just Eat?
না না বাবা ছক্কা হয়নি ছক্কা হয়নি
তাড়াতাড়ি খেতে আয় আমার খাবো না ওই অনেকের পাশে একটা পার্টি ছিল পার্টি
হাতটা ধুয়ে আয়। খাওয়া কিন্তু খুবই জোশ হয়েছে। আমি না, তোর বাবা রান্না করেছে। বাবা
এই স্বাদ, এই সুখ যেন কখনো হেরফের না হয়, তাই আমরা বেছে নিই সবচেয়ে সেরা উপাদান, সযত্নে ঠিক রাখি খাঁটি মান। রাঁধুনি গুঁড়া মশলা, স্বাদে মানে অনন্য।
Thank you. I must say, Radhani is an incredible spice, just adds so much flavor to every cuisine that you make. I'm a personal fan myself. Okay, now, can we have Mr. Shahiduddin from Paytat and Mr. Altafur Rahman Shaheen, Mr. Shamsul Alam Khan, Mr. Sadiq Ahmed, please?
Welcome to your local merchant service provider, offering you the latest PDQ terminals at the best price. Our commitment is simple. Remove all hidden fees, unnecessary charges, fix the lowest card processing rates and save you up to 40%. An award-winning payment processing platform offering you the best price and the best support 24/7. Contact your dedicated...
Can we have Mr. Sadiq Ahmed Shabuj, please?
Free of charge.
Calling once again Sadiq Ahmed Shabuj. Thanks all. Now, next sponsor is One Pax Club. Can we have Mr. Shafiq, Mr. Ghulam Rabbani Ahmed, Mr. Anisul Haq Chowdhury, and Mr. Zia Ali with us, please?
I know you pay too much on your packaging. We are Brand Packs Club. As a restaurant owner, you'll be facing the issue of rising costs, including marketing, ingredients, business rates, and packaging. With our solution, brands will pay to advertise on the container lids so that you obtain the lids entirely free of charge. Would you like to receive lids for free? Sign up today for free and become part of the Brand Packs Club.
So it's for Mr. Shafiq. Mr. Shafiq, would you like to say a few words? There's no escape, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. We've just joined the family earlier this year, and or late last year really. It's been a great start to the journey and the partnership, and we're looking forward to more opportunities with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shafiq. Now, on behalf of Shapla City Limited, once again, can we have Meetu Chaudhary? Wow. And Mr. Abdul Hafiz. Yeah, I keep coming. Mr. Abdul Hafiz, Mr. Shalimia, and Awardin. Please.
আপনার মনোযোগ কোথায়? আপনি ওনাকে কি বলছিলেন?
সরি স্যার।
হোয়াট সরি? আপনি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ মিটিং বাদ দিয়ে কি আলোচনা করছিলেন? আমি শুনি।
স্যার, আনিস সাহেব বলছিলেন উনি 1 লক্ষ টাকা বিনিয়োগ করে 4 স্টার হোটেলের মালিক হয়েছেন।
মাত্র 1 লক্ষ টাকা বিনিয়োগ করে 4 স্টার হোটেলের মালিক? কি করে?
মাত্র 1 লক্ষ টাকা বিনিয়োগ করে হোটেল হলিডে ইন্টারকন্টিনেন্টালের আজীবন সাবকাবলায় মালিকানা ও প্রতি বছর 50 থেকে 60,000 টাকা আয়ের সুযোগ রয়েছে।
অভিনন্দন। আজকের মতো মিটিং এখানেই শেষ। ছেলেটার মাথায় বুদ্ধি আছে, অনেক বড় হতে পারবে।
হোটেল হলিডে ইন্টারকন্টিনেন্টাল, a concern of South Africa.
Thank you so much, everyone. And once again, I must say, Meetu Chaudhary, an all-rounder indeed. Now, Aroma Ice Cream, on behalf of that, can we have... Is it Meetu Chaudhary again? Yes. Qazi Khalid, Director, Mr. Mohammed Nasiruddin, Mr. Shahidul Haq Chaudhary Litton. Sorry.
Aroma লাগাও জলদি করি ব্যবসা বাড়বো তাড়াতাড়ি Aroma আপনার রেস্টুরেন্টের যে কোনো আইসক্রিমের এক অনন্য নাম since 1989
তাই 26 বছর ধরে আপনাদের সেবায় নিয়োজিত
Aroma Ice Cream Unit 34 Trafalgar Business Center 7787 River Road Barking IG11 OJU Free phone 0800 018 9900
Thank you, Mr. Qazi Khalid. On behalf of him, before you say a few words, I'd like to say Aroma Ice Cream is truly a great invention, and I'm not being biased because my name rhymes with Aroma. My name is Paroma. Yeah, but I really love the taste, and you know, that's the dessert that I definitely order when I have my dinners. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Qazi Khalid. Inshallah, this has been established since 1989. It's been over 30 years. And I would like to say to everyone, thank you very much for supporting the Aroma Ice Cream Company, the only first Bangladeshi company been established as a distributor of ice cream company. Obviously, it's been over 30 years, and they have loads of agencies over Birmingham, Manchester, Luton, Northampton, Cardiff. We got 5 branches. So thank you for all the supporting to the Aroma Ice Cream, and we're going on for the last it's the second or third generation. So I'd like to again thank you very much for all the support, and you're most welcome to, if you want to contact with us, by all means. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Qazi. I really love the little bowls that you give away with the ice creams. I always save it. Okay. Now we've got from MR Printer, on behalf of MR Printer, we've got Mr. Mahib. And to present the certificate, we have Mr. Doros Ahmed and Mr. Nazrul Islam Khoyasti. Now, to present the vote of thanks, can we have the organizing secretary, Mr. Saiful Alam? Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause.
Thank you, Ishad. You're doing a wonderful job. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, all our sponsors, medias. Thank you all for coming. Special thank you, the Pillar Box, Tony, Andy, Steph. Thank you very much for supporting us, and thank you very much for sponsoring tonight's event. BCA highly appreciate all your attendance, and especially all our sponsors. Cobra, Kingfisher, Square Mile, Super Polo, Hansara Indra, Paytab, Sharbai, Chef Online, Gandhi Oriental, Lolo, Aroma Ice Cream, Shapla City. Yeah. thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much. We really appreciate your attendance, and thank you all. The dinner will be served very shortly. I know all you are hungry. We are hungry as well. So special thank you to our Pride of Asia, Salim Bhai. He is going to present wonderful food. Looking forward. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here with us. And you're absolutely right. I bet everybody's waiting for the food. I mean, no matter how bad it sounds, but that's what people are really here for, right? Because it's an appreciation dinner after all. Okay, so lastly, I would like to acknowledge some eminent people sitting amongst us and who's been part of this great BCA. Mr. Sultan Sharif, and he was a freedom fighter. Round of applause, please. Mr. Mahmoud Hassan MBE, Mr. Nas Pasha, Mr. Aziz Chaudhary, Mr. Jabil Mia. Apologies if I'm missing people out, but yeah, I mean, it's like on the go. Okay, now we've got Mr. Furqan Shabuddin, Mr. Nazrul Islam Pasha. Thank you, all of you, for being part of this great Bangladesh Caterers Association. Thank you so much. Have you got the dinners ready, or we've got more excitement coming? I think we've got some entertainment planned for us as well today. We've got music. And within a few minutes, we're going to start the entertainment segment. I can see some singers who are like eagerly waiting to deliver the mesmerizing voices. Thank you all once again for having the patience, listening to all the speeches, and honoring us with your presence. And as we promised, food will be served. I think it's already being served. Beverages are being served at the table. I'm quite thirsty myself. And the list of thanks goes on for all of you wonderful people.
It has been quite a successful evening today here at the Sponsors Appreciation Dinner for the Bangladesh Caterers Association. Here at the Waltham Abbey Marriott, there have been houseful, packed, and there have been various new sponsors who have joined in partnership with the BCA, who propose and promise that they will take this organisation further to develop and for improving, and they will play a part together, working as a team for BCA to develop in the future years. This is Sabia Khatu at the Waltham Abbey Marriott, London.